What's going on, everybody? Back with another episode. This time I'm in these streets driving. Going ahead and trying to get used to this video thing, man. I'm not used to being in front of the camera, but it's growing on me a little bit. So another week, some more topics I want to share with y'all from this last week. First one is going to be week 2, NFL. Lots of injuries this week, man. Pretty sure it's the COVID effect. A lot of people didn't get to work out like they usually do a lot of rehab, get in shape, no preseason, and there's been some big stars that have already got hurt and are done for the season for a lot of them. So, man, prayers out to all those players. Hope they come back stronger next year. Those who are playing, hope they stay safe. I think we're in for a long season with a lot of players getting hurt, and also some you get to know some new names, some new players who have to step up when these players aren't able to play anymore. We won our game this week, finally. It was horrible. I didn't get to watch the game. I kind of saw some highlights, whatever, and we had 3 turnovers in the first half. It was down 20-0. Ended up winning at the end of the game by 1 point by a terrible play by the Falcons, but man, it is what it is. The way my team is playing, our defense is horrible to me. Offense is vanilla. And if something doesn't change, we're going to probably not make the playoffs again. Or if we do, it'll be because we're the best team in our terrible division, and we'll be the first round loss again. That's what I see. All right, for football, basketball, we got Heat Celtics. Heat's balling out of control, man. Jimmy Buckets, that dude is a baller. I love his tenacity, his intensity, and that dude shows up to play hard every single game. I love his game. I always loved his game. So, Heat are balling. Celtics got so much talent. I don't know. I think it might go 7 games, especially with Gordon Hayward coming back. I think it might go 7, but it's going to go down to the wire. And then we got the Nuggets and the Lakers. Everybody who knows me knows that I'm a huge LeBron fan. I was not a huge fan of him going to the Lakers because I've never liked the Lakers. I just want to see the guy be successful wherever he goes. But I am a Nuggets fan. Always been a Nuggets fan for a long time. So I'm a bit torn watching them play because it's like I want to see LeBron do good, but then I also want to see the Nuggets do good. So after the first 2 games, they're down 2-0, and they barely beat the Nuggets the last game at the buzzer with that shot by AD. And it's funny to see so many Laker fans, like not realizing that they almost lost that game. I mean, it was going to be 1-1. But it's all good, man. I think that the Nuggets are a dope. I think they have a dope squad. I think the whole bubble effect is serious because you don't have home court advantage. Why is that an issue? Well, because usually when you have home court advantage, most teams win with home court advantage. Because what happens is young players and role players don't play as well on the road. They can't handle the pressure, the crowd, and all of that. And usually just the stars show up on the road. If your role players don't show up and your young guys don't show up, you usually lose the game. I honestly believe if the Clippers and the Nuggets played a regular series where they went back and forth from Denver to LA, I think the Clippers probably would have won that series. Just being honest. From watching the way they play, watching our role players versus their role players, yeah, I think it might have went the other way. But that's just my opinion. And another thing that annoys me about the NBA and basketball in general is like everybody has to be compared to Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan's my favorite player of all time. Always has been, always will be. But I was watching TNT, and Charles Barkley had brought up something about Giannis Antetokounmpo, and he was like, he was tired of these guys leaving teams and switching teams, and he said, Giannis is 26, and he's like, if Michael Jordan at 26, and then I immediately just shut down and didn't hear the rest. It's like, why has everybody got to be compared to Michael Jordan? There was only one Michael Jordan. Closest person to him was Kobe Bryant. Other than that, there's not going to be one. There isn't going to be one. I mean, Mike is a one-of-a-kind dude, but that doesn't mean that these other guys can't be their own great players, right? You will never see another LeBron James, just like you will never probably see another Kobe or Jordan. People are going to be doing different things. I mean, you got guys like Dirk, who is a 7-footer that could stroke threes. You got KD, you got AD, you got all these guys with all their different skill sets. And these guys don't look like any other players in the past, and they're still going to be great. So let's stop comparing everybody to MJ. It's getting old. Another thing that I saw a lot this week, with especially going on with the Lakers winning, is like teams like Lakers and the Yankees and the Cowboys. Man, they have the hugest fan bases. I mean, across the country, across the world. But they also have a lot of haters too. So to all of those guys who are Lakers fans and Yankees fans and Cowboys fans like myself, man, keep supporting your team. Don't worry about the haters. You got way more people who love your team than hate your team. Haters will always come out the woodworks and have something to say. So keep repping your team, man. I just recently this week signed up for the Nextdoor app. It's a neighborhood app. It's almost like a neighborhood version of Facebook. Now that I'm in it, it is a little helpful, especially if there's something type of emergency going on in the neighborhood, or something very informative that's going on that you need to know about. But again, there's always the nonsense in those types of sessions where people want to troll, or people want to always bring up some Trump stuff or some racist stuff or Black Lives Matter stuff, and it's like, dude, we don't need that everywhere, right? This is a neighborhood app, and it's there to help the neighborhood be better. It's like a neighborhood watch app. I think it's pretty dope. If you don't have the Nextdoor app, check it out. It's pretty awesome. To me, it is. It gives you a lot of information about what's going on in your neighborhood, and you kind of get to know some people in your neighborhood as well. Pretty awesome app. Last thing I want to say, man, is keep in touch with your family. And when I say family, I don't mean your whole family. I mean, and I don't just mean blood. I mean your family and your close friends, the people who deal with you and like to deal with you, man. Keep dealing with those people. Stay in contact with those people. Stay in touch with those people. And the ones who don't waste your time. Move on from people who don't want to get to know you and your family just because they think just because we're blood related we have to do this and have to do that. If they don't want to be around you, don't waste your time trying to be around family members who don't want to be around you and get to know you. I've seen it happen several times. I've tried it myself, and I'm done. You know, I got family and friends who enjoy my company, who enjoy being around me and being around my wife and my kids, and seeing us grow and seeing each other grow together. Man, invest in those people who invest in you. If they're not investing in you, then it's not worth it. So that's all I got to talk about this week, man. Tomorrow is my wife's birthday. She turns the big 40. She's gonna be my old lady. So I'll talk about her next week, since that's tomorrow. So you guys have a blessed week. I'll see y'all next week. Take it easy.